car and us.
Yes.
He could only have been in the front of the vehicle area. If you're approaching it, to be facing through one window at you.
I was worried that his angling could be from through the driver's side window to the front window.
In your prior statement, if you remember, if not, we'll go there. You testified that the man was facing through the car at us.
Yes.
As you were approaching it.
Yes.
Okay. So, you have him, today you said he's on the driver's side of the car. If you're approaching from here, he could not have been facing through the window at you. He could only have been doing that if he was either on this side, the passenger side, or right about here in the front corner.
I was worried that the momentum of our car would take us to the point where his aim would hit us.
If he was aiming through the windshield as you were approaching, it would be through the windshield in the direction of your car as it approached, right?
Yes.
And from talking to your girlfriend Katie, you also learned that she ducked down,
Yes.
right? That suggests she had a sense that that gun may have been facing in your direction.
Yes.
You also backed up in the seat a bit, kind of used your car as a shield.
The strip between the windows. Yes.
Again, that's as you're approaching his vehicle, the vehicle, huh? As
Yes.
you're approaching the black vehicle. And I want to be sure you also describe the drawing of the firearm. All in one motion, you use the word in a prior statement, instinctual.
Yes.
Right? You also previously described the man's motion as, in your opinion, like an emotional type motion, an emotional type movement, not a calculated movement.
Yes.
Also, what someone might do if they're jumping out of the way of the vehicle above them at the moment. Right?
Possibly, though the vehicle had been stopped.
Time for calculation is over once a vehicle is coming at you. And perhaps the time for an emotional response is called for. Right?
Objection, I'm not even sure that's a question.
Sustained.
What are you asking?
I sustain the objection.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
So let me just confirm with you. What you described was it looked like an emotional movement on the man's part, not a calculated movement. Right?
Yes.
And then he kind of fumbled with the weapon as he drew it from his holster.
He fumbled it once it was in his hand.
Again, suggesting someone drawing that weapon out quickly in an emotional moment while he's moving and swishing around the corner of that car.
Yes.
Kind of like a, oh crap. Right?
Objection.
Sustained.
In your prior statement, you were unsure if you ever made it to the driver's side. You said that you thought the man was trying to get to the driver's side, right?
Yes.
And may we have the photo view, please?
I'm sorry?
The photo view?
The,
Yes. All right, that's the white pickup truck, correct?
Yes.
And you have the front of the black car is here, right?
Before it moved, yes.
So that means the back would be here, correct?
No, the back would be towards the road at first.
Well, if the front is here, mustn't the back be the opposite end of the car?
I wrote the word front in the corner. It is referring to the other side.
This side?
Yes.
Okay, so this is when the vehicle is backing?
This was when the vehicle was being pinned. My angling,
That word?
pinned?
And the white pickup truck was never at the bottom of that driveway, was it?
I didn't remember the orientation of where the cars were at the very start of the interaction perfectly when I drew these. I remembered where they ended up and was trying to illustrate where they moved and where they ended up. I remembered the white pickup truck near the Wicked Good Pizza, but the other vehicle moved.
Right, so you never saw it pinned? You never saw the white pickup truck pin the black car?
I saw a vehicle pinning another car
Uh-huh. At the bottom of the driveway?
at the front near the Wicked Good Pizza.
And you saw that night?
Yes, from far away.
And you concluded the white truck was pinning in the black car, not vice versa?
I did not conclude that the. I did not include. Sorry, let me re-say that. I did not conclude that the vehicle was pinning which one. I did not know which one was which in that action. They were very close together at the start of the moment, I remember.
Okay, and you say you saw a man running down the driveway.
Yes.
Is that someone different than the man you ultimately saw?
It was the man with the pants.
And again, you've seen video, you now know he was never running down that driveway, right?
I have seen the video, yes.
And you know he was never running down the driveway, right?
I saw a brisk walk.
Different than a run, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in your diagram, you have him, so if this is the vehicle going backwards, you have him going around to the passenger side of the vehicle.
Yes.
That's where you drew him here, not the driver's side.
That was before the vehicle had turned around. Once the vehicle had turned around, he was aiming at he was near the driver's side.
Now, with all these drawings you did that day, you just happened to not put a drawing with the man standing on the driver's side of the vehicle?
Yes, because I was illustrating the car's movement.
When you asked where the man with the gun was at the moment of the shot?
I was asked that, yes.
So that you felt you need to draw?
I drew the motion of the car moving to illustrate the entire moment, not just the final moment I saw.
My only question is, you never drew anywhere on your diagram the man standing on the side of the car, right?
Correct.
The only place you drew him was standing on the passenger side.
Correct.
You also testified in your statement that you really didn't observe the car as you passed it. You couldn't even say if it was moving or stopping.
I remember the car stopping before we passed it because we were passing it.
If you look at page 21, section 103 to 104. Question 103. Okay, and did it appear to you that the vehicle was moving this entire time, or do you recall it coming to a stop? It came to a stop because we were passing. Question, correct. Answer, yeah. Question, do you think it was stopped after the time of the shot, or do you think it had stopped to move again? Or you may not answer. I think it was, question, observed. Answer, I think it was still stopped. I really didn't observe it. I don't know if they had started moving again. I don't know if they had started moving again right as we were passing. But from my understanding, it had stopped.
Correct.
So when you said from my understanding, you were talking about information you gathered from someone else. But your own memory was you didn't know if it was moving at that moment.
I did not know where the vehicle went after I passed it.
Okay. No other questions?
You have much?
No,
You sure?
positive. Be fast. Ms. Linden,
Let, at least, we have time for Mr. Calucci to go back in his seat.
Very much. Thank you.
I hate to go back to your drawing, but I'm going to. Because this is a fluid drawing, isn't it?
Yes.
This car here, that's the dark car, correct me if I'm wrong, at some points in your drawing, it's moving forward and the front is the front. And at
Yes.
some points, the front is the back.
Yes.
And in some points, the front is the middle.
Yes.
So, you testified earlier that this is the shooter.
Yes.
You wrote right in here. What does that say?
Driver's side.
Exactly. So you did mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Second, you said you were afraid of the shot coming through the window
Yes.
and going through the windshield,
Yes.
hitting you
Yes.
or your car, right?
Yes.
And you said the car may have lurched forward
Yes.
while the shooter was on the side.
Correct.
Okay, we're gonna have to recreate that backwards.
Mm-hmm.
That car just moved forward.
Yeah.
The shot comes here.
Yep.
Who's right over there?
Our vehicle is passing.
Indeed, indeed. Because your car's moving.
Yes.
And one more thing. Mr. Calucci pointed out page 13 of this transcript where you, page 13 of your transcript, is it fair to say that this is the portion of your transcript when you're drawing that?
It is. Yes.
You're drawing the diagram.
Yes.
It's messy, is it not?
It is messy.
And I'm not putting words in your mouth. In fact, you say here, it's getting a little messy.
Yes.
You mentioned 3 times in this transcript that the shooter is on the side of that vehicle.
Yes.
Page 10, page 14, and page 19. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Is there any doubt in your mind that that shooter was on the driver's left side, shooting through the driver's side window?
There is no doubt in my mind.
Thank you. Try that up.
If he's on the driver's side shooting through windows, you just said, who's on the other side? You said your car.
Yes.
But your car would be over there somewhere,
We were passing the other car.
right? Right, so you're passing the other car,
Yes.
okay? So if I'm on the driver's side pointing this way, right?
The
I can
angle.
never be pointing at you.
The angle is not how you were standing.
Oh, so now you're saying he's down here somewhere?
The car lurched forward, so the angling of the individual was not a straight 90 anymore, as it had been when he ran over to the side of the vehicle.
But at that point, you hadn't seen the car. You just said it moments ago.
I
You
saw-
weren't looking. You were past the car at that point.
I saw the man run to the side. I saw the car lurch forward. I also saw the fire and the angling of the aiming of the weapon. I did not see the moment it fired because our car was passing.
The one thing you actually did see was the man coming around the front corner in that stumbling type motion, swishing his shirt and drawing the weapon. That is what you actually are certain of, right?
I am certain of my testimony.
Which is what I just said, right? Coming around at the front corner with the swishing of his shirt and drawing something from his pants. That was at the front corner of the car. That you actually saw with your eyes, right?
I saw.
Objection, Judge, that's beyond the scope.
Overruled.
I saw the man aiming from the driver's window.
My question was, the one thing you saw that you're certain of when he drew the weapon is him coming around in that swishing motion, stumbling, skipping, and he was at the front corner of the car at that moment in time.
That is not the only thing I am certain of.
But that is something you are certain of.
I am certain that the man.
That is when you pass the car and it's now behind you. Right?
Once the car had lurched forward, then yes, that is when I passed the vehicle.
Everything is a guess in your mind once you pass that vehicle you're up in front of it.
Once I have passed the vehicle, I do not see what happened to the car,
Anything
yes.
you say that you saw at that moment would be a guess.
Once I'd passed the vehicle, yes.
Yes. Okay. And because you know that the black car was moving forward at some point, anyone standing at the front corner of it or anywhere in front of it, where at some point that car would have to pass by it, and that person would be along the side of the car all along the way until at some point that car was way clear of him, right?
I don't know what you're asking. Can you repeat
That's
that?
a simple question. If a car is moving forward and someone is on somewhere along its side, whether at the very front corner or anywhere along its side, as that car passes the person, that person is going to end up on its side all along the way until the car is clear of him. That's just common sense, right?
I still do not know what you are asking.
I'm just asking you to agree with that question.
Objection.
Is there something unclear about my question you can follow?
It was not a straightforward question.
Forget the directions here. Let's say this is the side of a person's car, this whole thing, right? And let's say there's someone up in the front corner area. Okay, follow?
Yes.
And let's say this car goes forward. Follow me still?
I am following, yes.
Okay. This person who's up in the front corner, as the car goes forward, this person is going to be alongside of that car the whole way until the car clears. Right?
The car had stopped.
We know from, we just saw a photograph, I don't want to rehash it. The car followed in the direction of your car, right?
I saw that on the video just now, yes.
I'm just trying to make an example of it. That anyone standing in this corner, up in this area, the front corner of the vehicle, while that vehicle is going forward, that person is going to be along its side the entire travel of that vehicle until the car clears it. That's all
That
I'm
was
saying.
not where the man was standing.
I'm asking you
Judge, I have
straight questions.
Is this physics, or, I mean, if it's that obvious, why are we asking?
Can you give me the basis of the objection? Mr. Guglielmo, what's the basis of the objection?
Foundation, expertise, I just.
Saying,
I'm ready, Your Honor.
No, thank you.
you may step down. I'm gonna push it a little bit right now. I will come back after lunch at 2:30, okay?
All right?